This episode brought to you by Down East Pumpkin Blend. Because I'm basic.
This is Hot Drop, where we bring you premier PUBG analysis and drops that need a caution label. I'm Dano.
And I'm Cody.
And let's get into it.
Hey, look, a patch.
Whoa.
See that over there in the clearing there?
Yeah, I do see that.
It's a patch.
It's been a while. I've forgotten. I barely even recognized it.
It's really nice. But before we get into that, let's start off as always and, stroke the ego of our Discord community.
You have to.
Yeah, we really do. You guys are awesome. It's really cool.
And you too could be awesome and cool if you just click the link in the show notes.
It's true. Everybody's really nice, except for, a couple of you. Which brings me to my next point. Let me make a very clear statement here, Daniel,
Okay.
if you would be so kind.
Yes, please.
Mutiny will not be tolerated. There is no sass. There is no attitude. And for those of you who don't know what's going on, I would like to point out that some of you like to use ban as if it's your own tool. That's not your tool. That's not your tool. That's my tool. Only I can ban you people. That's it. That's all. And because of this, I must sacrifice one. Ban Ray. Ban him. Ban Ray. I hope you're all happy.
He died for you.
Ray died for your sins.
Oh, God.
Gone.
Gone.
Gone are the days of inappropriate banter. Gone are the days of playing Xbox together. Gone.
Gone are the days of trying to convince me to transition from PC to Xbox full time. Gone.
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 Now that that's over, I think we actually have some real news now.
Yeah. Challenge of the week. Typical
There's
Monday.
Challenge of the week. Yeah, we pretty much gave that one away. You
Yeah.
couldn't beat Typical Monday last week. So
Destroyed it. Crushed it. Send me your freaking emote, dude. I don't know what you want. We've talked. You wanted things we already have. He wanted. So first off, by the way, he was like,
BT-dubs.
"Oh, like, can I have the Nick Young ? Wait, what face?" And I was like, "We have that one." He's like, "All right." And then he's like, "Can I have the roll safe guy with the pointing at the temple thing?" And I was like, "We have that." So he wants something that's like the vine of the little girl that goes, "Look at all these chickens." But I don't know how he's going to do that because it's going to be way too small to see, but I'll leave it up to him. So send me your emote. You've won. It's your prize. Claim it. New challenge. What's the new one? What do we got?
No weapons, guys. No weapons challenge.
No weapons. None.
None. I mean, a car counts. You can get a car.
I guess your fists count.
Your fists count with weapons. But don't use any weapons. All right, Typical Monday's already leading this with 237, but this is attainable, people.
Yeah, this is
You can't let him
actually a
win
thing
2
you
weeks
can
in a
win.
row.
Are you gonna be the one who lets him win again? I didn't think
Just
so.
another Typical Monday loss.
Get in there. It is the honor system. Use a car, use your fists, and nothing else. Post your score, and we will tally it up and let you know if you've beat him. Currently leading. 237 is the mark to beat. And because it's probably pretty difficult to remember what the challenges are every week, we do have the calendar. It's in the event calendar room in Discord. You can see what's coming up. We put all the challenges in there along with any community happenings. And coming up, we have the LANcast. That's the next thing on the agenda. Before that, we do have a 24-hour charity stream hosted by Downward Spiral. So get in, support him with your
Get in,
eyeballs.
support Downward.
Yeah,
That
it's
guy
not
is
about
awesome.
money. Just support him. Leave the tab open. Just give him a like, give him a follow, give him a sub, give him a...
Do your thing. If you've got an
view.
auto host slot open, do it for him.
Yeah, he's doing it, I believe, for sick kids. I mean, come on, there's no better charity. So get in there. And the next thing on the event calendar, I have to say, is the LAN party. So that is November 10th.
The official title here is the Hot Drop LANcast.
Okay, I'm sorry. You take this one.
Hot Drop LANcast, November 10th, all day. All right. We're going to get in early. We're going to play some Xbox. We're going to play some PC. We're going to have a community night. Get in there, join up, be there or be square, people. Again, November 10th. All right. We're doing this. We're doing this all day from my basement.
That means
it's going to be great.
Xbox. That means PC. That means all you UK folks that want to play and do some community game nights with us. Now's your time because we're going to be on during the day on Saturday, all in one place, streaming it on the Xbox. It's going to be sick. So this is Xbox and PC, and everyone's welcome. All of you, and people who are not even in the Discord yet, come on down.
It'll be great.
It's going to be awesome. And we could not be, what is it, remiss? We can't be remiss.
We would be
remiss. Yeah, there you go.
Unless I'm wrong again, like it's the conversion thing.
That's very possible. Yeah.
Yep. The word remiss goes in the sentence, though, somewhere.
Okay. I'm not going to Google it because I don't want to look like an idiot like I did last time.
Both of us look like idiots now because we're discussing it on the podcast.
I know, but you convinced me. It was a thing that I was so sure of that you so charmingly swindled me. But I'm fine with that. I'm not bitter. I'm over it.
Not bitter.
So we would be remiss if we did not thank all of our financial donors, the Patreons, the Twitch bits, the PayPal donos. So a special shout out to Charlie, Zach, and Brian. You guys are awesome.
You guys rock because you know what you did? You essentially give us money so John can get a sweet ass microphone, and then you give us money so that we can upgrade our stuff. And it's really cool because I have a ham radio for a computer.
We've already established he cranks it to turn it on. The room has to be at least 60 degrees for the spark to ignite.
It's true.
Yeah, he's not up to fuel injection yet. He's still on the carburetor.
We'll get there.
With your help, for just 50 cents a day, we'll get there. So yeah. That's all the news, and we're going to jump in to everyone's favorite segment.
The Xbox Blogs! What's in the f***ing box? We're in the Xbox box. Cricket. 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 Cricket.
Yeah, we're in the there's not much in here. It's just an echoey hallway of nothing.
It's pretty rough, guys. Okay, so here's the thing, though. We had mentioned it before, but it finally went live.
It's going live.
It's going live. By the time
tomorrow,
you're listening to this, it is live.
The 25th of October.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is training mode. You guys have training mode just like we have training mode. I've been in there one time. We thought we'd be in there more originally when this was first mentioned. Turns out I don't care.
Yeah, this is the one that you do have. You have this now. It's on the test server. So
yeah,
you've got the training mode. And I've got to say it now because I'll probably forget. Completely unrelated to the Xbox box, they put this map in as a war mode map on PC, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to cover that in a little while. It's a kind of a stupid little fun map, but I think it could make for a pretty fun war mode. Anyway, that's the training mode. It's here now, but tomorrow you will have the second update, update 2.
Which is weird because I feel like you've gotten a lot of updates.
I swear we were at 20-something, but now we've gone back to 2. We haven't reset the count back to 0. This isn't patch 1, so I don't know what 1 was, but now we're at patch 2.
It's very strange.
I don't know what kind of witchcraft countery they're doing here, but it's weird. Update 2, we started to talk about it last week. We covered pretty much everything last week.
Yeah, we really did. I mean, plus we've seen this patch before.
Right. So this is the one that brings you the new barrel, the fully automatic 7.62 weapon that's very similar to the AK but better. It also brings you the Mutante, aka Mutant. And it brings you the test server, it brings you the scooter, it brings you the tuck shy, it brings you some creepy Halloween stuff that you can buy. But they're really expensive.
Yeah, they're really
some of them are this one. The Bloody Nurse set is $21.
Why would you want to do that?
The Maniacal Butcher set, however, is BP, so that's free. But you got the Killer Clown set at 1,800 G coin, Pumpkin Ripcord 500 G coin. But there is a free gift if you log in to the lobby from now until November 6th. You'll get the Haunted Pumpkin Mask. And you can also buy these sets as individual pieces if you like just the mask or just the apron from the butcher guy or whatever else. So, yeah, some fun Halloween stuff. Everything else we pretty much covered, I think. But I did want to mention those skins in case you're interested. And all of this is coming to the live servers, not the test server. Coming to live servers tomorrow, the 25th.
Yep.
So, as I was looking for more information, this is the only thing that really came up. And I was looking on Reddit and I was trying to find out if there was anything new or any kind of hint at when this patch would drop. And we just got a notification as we were recording that this is actually going to come out on the 25th. But previous to that, I found a post by one of the PUBG community managers saying they're also preparing something fun for the community soon, hopefully this week. So I'm thinking we might get some more news, either if it's another event mode or, you know, usually when they hype things, it's probably going to be skins, but we'll see. Hopefully there's going to be some cool events coming out this weekend for your Xbox folks.
Let's do some new events, though. Stop recycling old events.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. We tried that, and then there were critical errors, and then they didn't happen.
True.
Is there anything else to cover on Xbox Box? There's not much here, and I feel pretty bad about that.
Unfortunately, it's not. It sucks, and I feel like we've gotten too many of these in the last 2 months where there aren't patches in one or the other.
Yeah.
And
This one, it makes sense
garbage
about this one, though, because it's a test period. Like, we had the patch on the test server. We knew that there probably wasn't going to be anything new added to it, but there was no other really interesting news articles to really talk about.
Unfortunato.
Yeah. So, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll have to have Rosie solemnly transition us into the personal computer place.
Come on, Rosie.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll follow me, we are now entering the personal computer place.
The personal computer place does look a little more enticing.
There's some stuff here to eat.
In Cody's classic coined catchphrase, there is some stuff here.
There's some stuff
There's
here.
some stuff here. First of the stuffs is this new game mode. There's an event mode. And it was
There was an event mode?
the asterisk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Because it didn't actually happen.
What the fuck?
So there was supposed to be an event mode called Platoon, and it was a 50 versus 50 game mode. The rules were that two teams, 50 versus 50, will fight in Erangel. There were 5 squads. Each squad would have 10 players. The players in your platoon, but not your squad, will have a blue circle above their head, so you could easily identify who your teammates were. And you also had the same rules as any other match. It was 10-man squads, auto matching, weather was sunny, red zones were enabled, care packages were enabled. It sounded so good. You're reading through this, you're like, yes, we've asked for this for a long time.
Cool.
Forever ago, we asked the community.
So cool.
We asked our community, like, think of some custom game modes that you'd like us to play once we have custom server access. And this was one of the things that was recommended. It was like full on massive battle across the entire map, just 2 teams, deathmatch, that's it. And it was going to happen, and then it didn't happen.
Bullshit.
It was canceled due to a critical error, and they pulled it like an hour or so after it was pushed. So it was canceled. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. They say, we apologize for the frustration or disappointment. It will not be returning next week, but will return at a later date. So that's a bummer. That could have been really fun to do as a custom match.
Great.
So that
yeah,
sucks.
but what about the skin trade-ups too? Because that was supposed to be a thing too, wasn't it?
That was like many patches ago that was discussed, and I don't think we've seen it.
Just roll the fucking sound clip. I'd really like to talk about how dumb as hell that is.
Dumb. Dumb as hell.
You're so dumb. Really dumb. For real.
Dumb as hell. Why in the hell do they keep saying, we're going to give you things? We're going to feed you baby birds. There's some stuff in here. And then they pull it away. They yank it out. They yank it. 50 versus 50, gone. Here's some skin trade up so you don't have to have all your shitty t-shirts and your little boots. Gone. I need content or a working game. Please, content or a working game. Both would be great. Games can do both. But right now we have neither, Daniel. We have neither. We don't got them. They're gone. Gonzo. There are 2 birds in the bush. I have no bush. God took my bush. It's dumb as hell.
Yeah, it's gone. It's not here. It never was. It was temporarily disabled.
Listen, I don't even change my outfit anymore because this is so stupid. I've just stayed the same. I have all this crap that I don't want, I don't need. I could trade up, I could do whatever. But no, we're not going to give you your 50-50 event mode. We're not going to give you your skin trade up systems. And we're also not going to give you anything else for a really long time. Oh, here's patch 23. I hope it helps. I don't want your patch 23. Yes, I do. Don't take it away from me. Please don't take it away from me. Please, I need this. I need it.
We've got it. We've got it.
Yeah, let's fucking talk about patch.
So we should talk about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff in there.
There's stuff in here. Maybe that should be the name of the show. That episode. I like how we come up with the name of the episode on the fly.
No, we're doing that. We're doing this now. This
is a thing we're gonna do.
Is it gonna stay the same? Is it gonna change? You guys don't know.
You never know, and that's the roller coaster ride that is Hot Drop. I've already forgotten. Oh, there's stuff in here. Yeah. All right. Do you want to take this or should I? It's up to you.
Just jump right into this. All right. So we got PC 1.0 patch 23, which here's the thing. I don't know why they don't just say it like it's 1.23.
Yeah.
Right?
Give us just numbers of
1.23.
Yeah. But
I get it.
Whatever. It's okay. I'm not going to complain about it.
Here we
much.
go.
Yeah.
It does have real content, however.
Yeah. There is stuff in here.
So, for those people who might be new to the game, which I don't know what those numbers actually look like in sales these days, but there's an on-screen guide now, just like the Xbox crew has on the right-hand side with functional keys that show you like what to do. Aim down sights, fire, yada, yada, yada. Cool. It was kind of annoying when we played it because I didn't know how to turn it off right away.
Yeah, so I do have this on for Xbox.
Xbox, yeah, because I don't know how to play.
And there's like, you have to have combinations of buttons to do different actions on Xbox, whereas like on PC, you've got a button for everything, essentially.
Right.
So it's helpful.
There are a lot of bug fixes, but I think first and foremost, they added a new weapon, and it wasn't just like a gimmicky weapon either. I think this is totally legit, and I tried it out, and I thought it was really cool.
So here's the thing. I looked up a little bit about this weapon, and this is the Scorpion, and it is a handgun. And so right off the bat, I'm like, wait, hold on. I remember playing Call of Duty. I remember being a little, little shit-ass Call of Duty player, a little snot-nosed brat playing Call of Duty. And this was an SMG. This is not a pistol.
Not anymore, Dano.
But not anymore in this new age we live in, this newfangled fancy-ass pistol.
It's pub gangsters world.
Apparently we have bigger pockets now, bigger belts that can hold larger weapons.
Cargo pants.
Cargo pants.
Bringing back the zip-off cargo pants.
I was just going to say zip-off cargo jorts. Let's go.
Yep.
So this was an SMG in many games.
That way, so I would like to point out, though, this is what they're all talking about, so you can pull your socks up and people can see it.
Exactly. How are people going to know if your socks are pulled up to your nipples if you don't have your shorts zipped off?
Mm-hmm.
Games ranging from GoldenEye 007 all the way up to, of course, now PUBG. But Far Cry 3 had it, Resident Evil had it, Splinter Cell had it, Black Ops had it, Modern Warfare 1 and 2 had this as an SMG, Rainbow Six, America's Army, big name games. There's a lot of games. A lot of games have had this gun, and it's always been an SMG. But PUBG, Mr. Brendan Green himself says no.
Absolutely,
I will not conform to the standards set forth by previous games before me. I want this weapon to be a pistol. I'm going to completely destroy the entire meta of this entire game that I've established so far by introducing a superly overpowered pistol that everyone will use every single time, completely upsetting the meta of the sniper rifle combination. Continue.
Here's the thing, though. It was just a really nice pistol. It didn't do a whole lot of damage, but it felt good.
Okay.
and it would work. So I only had a full extended clip of this. All right, and I died because I ran out of bullets. But it was smooth. You felt like you were in control, but it didn't. Like I went through half the clip before I killed, or almost killed the guy.
Magazine, not clip.
Magazine,
not clip guy.
and
Rest in peace.
it was neato. This thing takes an extended mag. It takes a suppressor, the same stock that Uzis would take,
That's a new thing, by the way.
and a grippy grip.
And also, not only does it carry an extended mag, that extended mag gives it 20 more bullets. It doubles it.
Correct.
40
It turns
rounds.
into a drum magazine.
Yeah, like the Tommy gun.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So it takes a vert grip, half grip, light grip, and laser sight. It does not take the thumb or the lightweight or the angled. You can only put a red dot on it. You can't put a hollow or any other magnification on it. It was cool. It was pretty neat, guys.
But like it's not a pistol. Like the fact that it takes a grip and a stock, that says SMG. Like the fact that it takes a stock,
I'm not super
makes it a-
concerned
makes it
about it because I
SMG.
like it.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm complaining about it without even using.
It was fun,
even seeing
and
it.
I think what it's gonna allow for us to do now is like I could take that and use that as my close quarters. I can take the mutant and I could use that, or the M4 and use that with a 2 or a 3x, and then I could use my sniper as long range. And I'm pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, and I'm like not even really complaining about it. I want to use this. I want to try it. I'm just being dramatic. But like this gives you the option, like you're just saying, of short range, medium range, long range. You have everything. You're fully covered. You can
cool.
take a sniper, and you can also take your mutant and not feel like you're missing out by not having a fully auto weapon, because you've got that fully auto weapon as your handgun.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Because there's been many times where I want to pick up the mutant, but then I find a Car 98 and I'm like, I've got to have something full auto. Like I can't do just single tap or this 2-round burst garbage, because I always flip it to single. That is on the mutant. So having
Sometimes
this is
with
huge.
that 3x though, I told you this thing made me feel good about the 3x, that mutant.
Yeah.
I can turn on the burst mode and use the 3x and feel totally comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. But like up close, I will always want a fully auto weapon.
Yep.
And a mutant and a Car 98 is not going to give me that. But now I can have those things. I can have my cake and I can eat it.
You can?
Yes.
Oh my. All right, well let's move on to the other things that are
Let's.
in here. So now in the lobby, you're going to be able to see the patch notes as they pop up for those people who don't listen to this podcast. That's for you people who aren't listening. Come on down, you hear?
Oh god. Good addition though, like genius. Hello.
Yeah.
I never even thought of this.
By the way, we fixed some stuff.
I feel like I should have thought of this
Hold
and
on,
complained
hold
about
on.
it.
Speaking of fix some stuff, the next thing on this list is that they fixed that shitty blue zone that you couldn't see through.
God, that was
Okay? That was awful. It was like you were shooting into Bob Ross's paint palette.
Yeah, the phthalo blue was just plastered all over your screen.
And now it's like looking through crystal clear water. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's much better.
So it's back to normal. You can fight in the blue, you can fight back into the blue, whatever you want to do. If you're shooting and you're on one side of the blue and the other people are on the other side of the blue, you can do that again.
You can do it again. Yeah. Yep. They also fixed a couple more things. They decreased the recoil of the Glock. I think this was necessary. I don't really use it.
It was so jerky for a while.
Yeah, and it was like, and it was like straight up, and then you're like, I'm done.
I don't want this
I've emptied
anymore.
my clip, and it's not very damaging
I
at all.
think they did that because of the addition to the Scorpion, and they didn't want everybody to only pick up the Scorpion.
Yeah. And I think actually, I could be wrong here, but I feel like this kind of change comes from the fact that we had to use this pistol a lot in certain event modes, like the one with it was snipers pistols. Xbox just had this one.
Yep.
Because like in a normal BR game, like you're not really going to use the pistol beyond the first 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to use it for one kill, and then you're going to forget about it. But I think the event modes are useful for this kind of thing. I think the recoil was a little too high, and they've nerfed it accordingly. Or buffed it, I guess. I don't know. They buffed the weapon by nerfing it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What else did they do? They improved the page up, page down reticle changing functionality of the red dot sights, hollow, and 2 to 3x scopes. I don't know how you could improve on the color changing for the 2x and 3x in the hollow.
I'm not sure. Selections
I'm
are
not
now
sure.
in a loop, so players can press one button to cycle through the options. Hard to really know what that means in text.
Yeah. I mean, does both things just page up does both?
Oh,
I
yes.
I guess
get
I
it now.
didn't realize that was an issue before.
I understand now. Yeah, because it was like on a set. It was like linear, I guess. It wasn't a loop. So if you press page up, eventually it'd hit the end. You know, you'd hit the end of that line, and then you'd have to press page down to go backwards. So now it's on a loop. Yep.
They've improved the control of the wheel menus that nobody uses, guys.
Yeah. I've never even tried to even
I
look at what the
accidentally
button
went
is
in
for
and
this.
went, why did I do that?
No use for this when you have a keyboard. I don't understand why they added to PC. I really don't. But there are some new third-person character hit animations. And so I saw Wacky Jackie tweet about this, and he was kind of worried because it really makes you look like you're flailing all over the place. And that's fine, because when you get hit, you should react, and the person who shot you should have some visual feedback that they hit you. However, if your model moves so much that a follow-up shot that's on target might miss them because they just matrixed out of the way of the bullet, that's a problem. So we'll have to see how this plays out.
That's a problem.
But it could be a problem if, we had this actually
but it does say they are purely visual and do not change gameplay, but I don't understand how that's possible.
maybe for the user who got hit, because they say the animations won't impact your aiming placement or view.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it or don't see it.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I don't see it.
I mean, for all of you guys playing bingo out there, I have to mention Counter-Strike, so check off that square.
It's pronounced Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yes, of course, of course. There was a problem in that game when they changed the animations, how you could do quick, like a double tap, and your second bullet wouldn't hit the head because the head jerked back on the first hit. So, yeah, it's a thing. It could happen. I'm just keeping an eye on it. I'm not hating it yet because I do like the visual feedback, but I think the blood is enough. I think the big blood sprays are enough.
Bleed blue bugs.
You know?
Big black bugs bleed blue blood. Right?
I think that's how it goes.
I think that's how it goes.
Moving on.
Anyway, what else you got?
Added an on-screen dynamic key map guide, which changes based on the gameplay situation.
So if you are fighting from longer distances, it is going to zoom out as much as it can. That's
appears on the minimap set to on. Oh no, this is the key mapping. So like if you're zoomed in, it'll change to say like here are the things you can do while you're zoomed in, or if I'm driving a car, it'll change like space bars, handbrake now. It'll tell you what you can do. Yeah. So like this is the key mapping on the right side above the map.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb as hell.
We've improved the control of wheel menu. Yeah. We've improved the page up, page down reticle. Why are we seeing this again? They've copied and pasted.
Copy pastas.
Moving on. All chat, voice chat is now disabled until 1 minute into the game. Let's give a round of applause for the elimination of racism from PUBG. It had a good run, 2017 to 2018. Racism is now dead.
Solved by PUBG.
Solved.
That's all they needed. All they needed to do was shut everyone up a minute into a game.
Mm-hmm.
And they solved racism.
Yep.
Until a minute into the game.
Yeah, and then everyone starts screaming. Yeah. But this will help. I like this. If I'm streaming and I've got it on by accident, now I don't have to worry about getting banned from Twitch.
Yep.
So that's cool. World made fixes and improvements to war mode. Training mode. I can't read. You read this one.
Yeah, so essentially what they did is they made the targets look nicer. The function is the same, but they made it easier to see. They limited the maximum spawns of water vehicles, so the shoes and boats to 2. So that's weird.
Yeah, this is the whole thing where it's like it's performance issues, so we'll just take it out.
Yeah. So apparently they were having issues with a bunch of boats, and they went, we'll just give them 2.
Yeah. Because no one's really driving a boat around the edge of the map, to be honest. Let's be real. But still, they're fixing it by taking it out. taking it out, which is not a way to fix
What
it.
is happening? Are you having another
I
stroke?
might be having a stroke. It's possible.
Okay, don't though.
Okay.
My friend and we have a podcast together.
I smell marshmallows.
I don't think that's a stroke.
Well,
Kate, are you making marshmallows?
improve performance by mitigating an issue causing thin objects to flicker. Optimize particles in rainy weather.
I did notice that was a problem before, though.
You did?
Especially a little bit further away, the rendering issue, but like thinner materials would flicker or lose their depth.
Interesting. I don't know if I noticed that. Maybe I have and just didn't realize.
Optimized
I
particles.
could have also
in
been having a
rainy
stroke
weather.
then too.
So now you're going to see dust flying around when it's raining.
Yeah. And the replication interleaving, which I'm not sure what that means, but you can go to the link and they will explain it to you. It basically improves server performance a little bit.
Yes.
There's a new changes to the supply system. Survival XP can now be earned while observing teammates. This grants 50% less XP while still alive. I guess this is to encourage you to not leave the match. They added a feature whereby you can press R when spectating to report a player who previously killed you.
Yeah.
That's
Neat.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's like after death, but before the death screen, you can report someone. Neat. Skins and items. There's multi-slot items are now a thing. For example, if a single piece of clothing requires a multiple slot to wear, like a torso and legs, that will be a multi-slot item now. There's some Halloween skins, the ones we already talked about on Xbox. Some changes to the store UI, nothing interesting there. And you want to take this new war mode conquest? This
Okay.
is cool. So
here's
this
the thing.
is the thing. This was the thing.
This is the thing. We have War Mode Conquest, which is new in custom games only at the moment, okay? 2 platoons, 50v50. You capture and hold objectives within an area. So this is the difference between the event mode that was going to happen and this. There was no capture the flag type situation.
Right.
That was a BR to the death. This one, however, is more like capture the flag that you would find, or capture the flag. The ones that you would
King
find
of the
in
Hill?
like, yeah, where you go into a circle, you hold the circle, and you get points for the amount of time that you're holding the circles.
Yeah.
It seems really cool, to be honest with you. I'd like to play this during our LANcast.
100%.
So let's get in there and let's get this done, because I think this would be a lot of fun to do together as a group, especially if we can get enough people to stay on our side, and then we can crush everyone else. Crush your enemies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is kind of weird, though, because you would think that this mechanic of capturing points, like capturing and holding objectives, would be a bigger change than just having a 50 versus 50 BR. So I would think like they would probably have problems with this game mode, but apparently it was the regular event mode, the regular game mode that gave them problems. I don't know.
I would also like to add one weird thing that they added in here was you can adjust damage ratios in custom game settings now. So you can adjust head, upper body, lower body, arm, leg damage for any kind of attack.
Okay. Yeah,
To
so
me
this
it seems a little fundamentally wrong, though.
well, I guess this could set you up for some really custom matches where it's like headshots only. And if you hit upper body, lower body, arms, or legs, like that does nothing.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what that is. But like all of the increments between that is kind of a weird thing to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
I could just see this useful for being a headshot only. And they also added the training mode map as an available map for war mode.
Here's the thing, though. In custom match, what they should have done here is added an option to go back to the same lobby of the same game you created once everyone was dead.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the thing I need. When we are doing these, it is such a pain to create a new one every single time, and we need to be able to finish up our custom game and go back to that same exact lobby and start a new one.
Yep. And here's my other request. Please, if you're listening, Mr. Bluehole, just make it so that I can close the session that I created accidentally. So if you create a game and you enter it and then you back out, you can't create another one until that game ends. So then we would have to have like you would have to create the next one, or Zach would have to create the next one because I couldn't create a new game mode until the match that I previously accidentally created was
That
finished.
truly is dumb as hell.
That is dumb as hell. So that's probably number one on my wish list for customs,
Indubitably.
which we'll be doing a lot more recently. And oh, hey, we have to thank Andrew for doing that awesome community night.
Yeah.
Dude, he crushed
Andrew's-
it.
Andrew's going to thank everyone else for doing community night later.
But I'm going to thank him now for
And
doing
then
it.
I'm going to thank him after you thank him.
Okay, good.
And then he's going to thank everyone else.
And then he'll be really happy that everyone has thanked him.
Yes.
And everyone was really happy with how the event night
It
went.
just seemed really
It's
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
I like to see people taking initiative. So thanks, Andrew, and getting in there and kind of moving things along.
Yeah.
When we can't just always schedule these, you know? So, like, if we get a couple of you guys to go in and do these community nights, then we can have them every, week or every other week from different platforms, and we're rolling. We're
Yeah.
chugging along.
Oh, and yeah, it's so cool seeing people in the Discord on all of those voice channels, just popping in to see what's going on. And we have like 15
Super
people in
cool.
our voice channels. It's the coolest thing ever. So
Yeah.
thanks for organizing.
And there are also a bunch of bug fixes in here, but none of them are all that great. So,
Yeah, I skimmed these.
what they did not mention, however, Daniel,
Cody.
is that the ping system, the ping marking system,
And the compass itself.
the compass itself are smaller.
Yeah, the compass, I think, has a darker background, is what it seemed. And then the ping icon, like you're saying, was really small. It was too small. I think they
Very
made it
thin.
too small.
Very thin.
Yeah. So I wonder what else they've fixed that we
They're probably reprogramming our
no idea.
brains.
probably.
It's the government, man.
Shall we?
Inward toward the mobile home.
Inward and outward. Mobile home.
So there's a very tiny mobile home. I just wanted to save it for this section because I don't want to leave you mobile folks out. So I went to our resident and moderator, ITT Tom, Education for Everyone's Future, see what's new in the mobile world. And he wanted me to let everybody know that the beta server is going to shut down, and 0.9.0 will push out on the 25th. So if you're listening to this after the 25th, it's out. And also, the Sofa King crew, just awesome communities. It was fun. Everybody had a blast. Seems like there were a lot of people involved. This is awesome. We have now had community nights on all 3 platforms. Super cool.
Yeah.
It's really, really exciting to see that you guys are all doing this. So thank you to the Sofa King crew. Thank you to Tom. That's pretty much it for mobile. I just wanted you guys to have your special segment so I could thank you. And inside this luxurious mobile home, it's got a 65-inch TV in here, guys. It's
It
really
does.
nice.
Yeah,
A
it's-
really nice mobile home.
It smells like chestnut and watercress.
Nut.
No, that's the stroke again. Yeah, no, it was so cool. Again, thank you guys for organizing. I think it was slick. You did a great job. Everyone was jumping in on the mobile stuff. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. And yeah, please keep stepping forward. If you guys want to do another night, shout it out. We'll put it on the calendar. We'll get the people notified. We'll announce it on the show, and we'll make sure that everyone knows to jump in on a any given Friday or Saturday night. It's awesome.
Yep. Questions for the show. These are the questions for the show. We got a couple questions.
We would be remiss if we didn't say that there was stuff in here.
There would be remission. No?
Oh, maybe that's the new episode title. We'd be remiss. No, I like the other one more. I've already forgotten it, but I'll go back and listen and put it in there.
There's some stuff in here.
There's some stuff in here. Okay, first up, Dot William, take it away.
Hey guys, it's Dot Will just calling and got a question for you. Where is your least favorite place to drop for each of the 3 maps? You know, when someone's like, hey, let's go there, and you're just like, oh, hell no.
Least favorite drop on all maps, Cody.
Shit balls.
So least favorite on Erangel, easy choice. So easy. So
Stolber?
easy because there's just nothing there. Ooh. Good answer. I was going to say Gatka.
Mine is Stolber. I would go Gatka any day compared to Stolber.
Oh, Gatka blows. Gatka blows. However, Gatka does have some vehicles. Stolber has like one vehicle spawn the last time I played that map.
Does it though?
Well, the last time I played it like 6 months ago, it had one vehicle spawn, okay?
Should we even consider playing those maps ever again?
Maybe we should. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Let's get a vote in the Discord here.
Yeah.
We want to know whether or not we should even bother playing those other maps ever again.
Yep. Post it in the show feedback section. Let us know. I think we can just. Anyway, all right. So you're saying Stolber for Erangel. I'm saying
Stolber for
Gatka.
Erangel.
Moving
All right,
on to everyone's favorite map, Miramar.
Can I say Miramar?
Yeah. Honestly,
That northern lake area that they added, and they were like, "Look, a lake."
oh god. Yeah. I really don't like Los Leones. I'll be honest. It's
Los Leones. Yeah, it's
Leones.
too many big buildings.
yeah. Favorite is Picado. Least favorite is Leones. It's also too vertical. There's way too many big towers that you can get picked off from. Yeah. And how about
Knock.
the only map in the game, Savage? Least favorite drop? I think it's got to be one of the camps. Like really any of the camps. I like fighting in them, but I don't like dropping at them.
Yeah, I don't like dropping in them, but fighting in them is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Coming up over the top, that is enjoyable, but dropping into them is pretty garbage trash.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be any one of the camps.
See, but isn't it Tapmock that we die a lot too when we drop there?
Bon.
Garbage.
Garbage.
That's the answer.
That's the answer.
That's the answer. Bon.
Garbage trash. In every sense of the word. There's
And
no
like
loot
even
there.
when we
It's in a
pass
hole.
it, when we pass it, we're just like get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Don't even stop. Just run through it.
So many times we've just gotten destroyed
Yep.
just being in that area. It's awful.
Yeah.
Terrible.
All right. Question 2. The ping man wants to know, do you think it's easier to transition to sorry. Let's try this again. Stop the recording. Rewind, reverse, scratch it, put my thing down, flip it, and then reverse it. Colonel Ping, which do you think is the easier transition to and why? PC to Xbox or Xbox to PC? Ooh, that's a toughie.
Yeah. I don't think I can really answer this so well because I've always been on PC.
So, okay. I have a higher KD ratio on Xbox than I do on PC, but I have played console games for a while. Not my whole life, but a while. I do feel like the Xbox game is harder to pick up on now that I have been playing PC a lot, but I feel like the game overall is slower and easier to play.
I think the slowness is the key right there. I think the slowness helps you not feel
it's
rushed.
not necessarily that the games are harder or not. It's about the pace of the game, because I can tell you, controlling a sniper rifle with an Xbox controller is really tough.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Not impossible. I've been watching a bunch of the Xbox guys this week.
You guys are
Twitch, and they're
disgustingly good.
Sick.
Shout
Especially
out
the
to
UK
Thomas
group.
G.
Oh my god. Yeah. Carrying us 3 dinners in one night.
19 kills in 2 games. Good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So good.
So yeah, I can't really answer this too well because the only transition I've done would be PC to Xbox, but I kind of think like I've heard a lot of stories about people who had a really tough time transitioning to mouse and keyboard. But I don't know. I haven't done it myself because I've always been there. So to me, it's the Xbox. I'm garbage.
It
with
is
that
hard
controller.
though, because like I love the Assassin's Creed games, and I'm only buying them on PC now.
Yeah.
But man, does it suck trying to switch and not use a controller. I know I can, but I'm trying not to because I want to be better at mouse and keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So while it's fully supported, obviously, like I'm just trying to do mouse and keyboard, and it kind of sucks sometimes because it's not as fun.
Yeah.
for some things.
Yeah, like any kind of driving games or Rocket League. Rocket League would be garbage on mouse and keyboard.
I played it on mouse and keyboard when I first got my computer.
How was it?
It sucked.
I think that's like one of the few times where having a thumbstick is going to be, and buttons that you can press like halfway and not on or off. Because like you can accelerate at the rate you want to, or like back off the gas just a little bit instead of like having on or off gas pedals.
Right.
Like a 100 or 0. Yeah. But anyway, we've got another question here that's really similar.
The man, the myth, the legend, Thomas G.
What do you guys think the biggest difference is when playing on PC compared to Xbox in terms of how it runs, now that Xbox is fairly smooth, apart from the odd disconnect before the game?
Yeah. In terms of how it runs, I feel like I still get a lot. If you're riding in a vehicle, the rendering issue is still a little bit wonky.
Yeah.
And
Not
it
so
kinda
bad on Sandhawk. But
No,
yeah.
but it throws you off a bit because you're trying to pay attention to the horizon, which isn't quite there. It's there, but like a split second after you're trying to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right; it has gotten a lot better.
Yeah. For me, I think the biggest thing that I noticed immediately is just the quality of the picture, like the sharpness and the jagged edges of the plants and trees and stuff. And everything looks like a little bit blurrier on the Xbox, and I'm using the S, not the X, so maybe it's different there. But going from a couple hours of streaming on the Xbox to switch to PC, it's like, whoa, it's like putting your glasses on, kind of.
Right.
It's definitely noticeable. So I think that's the biggest thing. And then we've only really been playing Savage. So before we were having all the problems with loot not loading in or buildings not rendering. I haven't really noticed that at all on Savage. Not in the last couple play.
It was really nice, actually.
Yeah, it's feeling more and more like PC every day. If you asked me this like 6 months ago, I would say there's a massive difference between the two platforms. But nowadays, anyone who tells you that the Xbox game sucks is wrong. Tell them they're wrong.
It's great.
Because it's great. And it's the same game, and you get your
so
same heartbeat
much
going. It's so
Love
much
it.
fun.
We need to make more time for it because
We do.
like when we play, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so amped up.
I know. It's so much fun. RP 255106.
If you were advising new players looking to improve, how would you recommend they allocate their time? Examples: playing squads, solos, training mode, watching streamers, watching informative videos like Waggy Jackie, etc. And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Personally, I benefited from playing in squads. I played very little solo matches. I just felt like I couldn't get in and learn enough in the amount of time when I really sucked. I would die very fast, and it wasn't really making me better. It was just making me want to leave the game. And so playing with squads, because I had never played PC before, was very helpful, and I got to continue to watch them play when I died. Training mode, while I don't use it, I can see why it would be super beneficial. Watching streamers always helps.
Yeah.
Watching the PUBG Global Invitational, I learned a lot, and those strats are actually, we use smokes a lot more. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that, yeah.
Nobody used smokes before we watched that. And then all of a sudden we started slowly incorporating that stuff in, and everybody seems to watch the informative videos to see better strats and stuff like that. So the answer is yes. But my personal one is play with squads, play with people who are patient and helpful, because they will make you better much faster.
I think you summed that up perfectly. Yeah.
Nailed it.
I think I started playing in a duo first. I don't know. But watching the streamers, especially with how they maneuver around the map and use full auto fire, that watching WTF Moses was what made me switch from trying to play single fire all the time to switching to full auto.
Yep.
And knowing how to pull down and get more bullets in the air faster. That was a big turning point. I remember it very well. That would always be single fire, and then I was like, you know what? Watching these guys do it, it seems so easy. I'm just going to switch over, and then I forced it on myself to learn it and just get better with it. And that made me so much better at this game. Auto fire. Nice.
Killer 2 Easy.
With some new games coming out, have you seen any big differences between the teams you play against? Less noobs, less tryhards, less casuals?
I do feel like we come into a higher caliber of players more often now.
I think
People
yeah.
who have found their right squads, at least.
And some of the people that maybe played it more casually, that aren't as heavily invested as we are, or maybe just kind of like the game a little bit, but not that much, will move on to those other games, I think. So
Yep.
you're going to end up with bingo board, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive
Thank you.
situations where everyone you play in that game seems to be a god because they've been playing it for so long, and they're the tryhards, the diehards that will play this game forever to perfect their skills. And some of the casual people will stick around, but eventually they'll probably move on to other things. But personal experience, I think that it's kind of been the same. Like everything I said up until now was sort of just like theory, but in practice, I feel like it's been the same game. I haven't really noticed any less or more skilled players, I think.
Definitely less cheaters, though.
Definitely less cheaters. Yeah, we did have that couple guys that were super sketchy the last time we streamed, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't noticed enough of a trend to say. I don't know what you think.
I already said what I think.
Well, recently, would you say?
Recently, I think we've encountered people who know how to play and less noobs, at least. So,
Gotcha. All right. Next,
Charlie.
this might have already
have
been
already
done. You take it.
Okay. This might have already been done. ... But what is the most annoying thing that your teammates can do in a game, and what gets you going? More laughable gets me annoyed is the miscommunications of like going in different directions and stuff like that. Like that's more like, Jesus, here we go again. But the things that probably like actually annoy me are being like ignored when we're trying to get everything situated.
Mhm.
And that's really the only thing. Like if I'm still trying to get like loadouts or I'm way behind or just not prepared to go into a fight and you guys are starting to pick fights and I'm like, Jesus Christ, just stop for a second.
Mhm.
But that is really the only thing. Luckily, I think most people who we all like play with and know from the Discord, we have all found like our squads. And so you don't find a whole lot of really annoying stuff.
Yeah. It's extremely rare that I'm annoyed. Like genuinely annoyed.
I feel like it's like 1 in every 3 stream nights, one of us will get annoyed, but it's not like I'm pissed for the whole night.
Yeah.
You know?
And like we'll pick each other up and like rib on each other, be like, stop doing that. Like it's all good, man.
Like, Zach, don't take the shot if we say don't take shots.
Yeah.
Or John mutes us. 'Cause he hates us.
That has happened. What you just said there probably, and I wasn't gonna point it out at Zach because we all do it. Shooting without like telling the team that you're going to.
Yeah.
Or
It's not
just-
even taking the shots. It's like I'm taking shots. Where? Pop, 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 pop. There. And I'm like,
Yeah. So what I've done to hopefully help with that is bind my fire key, just like Clay told me to do, to the marker, the ping marker.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
So
too.
every time I shoot, you see where my marker is on the map, so you know where I'm shooting. Yeah, it's that, and it's like a couple times when like, and I'm also guilty of it because every time I see a guy, I want to shoot them, but it's taking a fight when you have like a 30-second timer until the blue moves again, and you have about a 1-minute run, and it's like, this is pointless because in the amount of time, even if I kill them immediately, I'm gonna go want to loot them, and then I'm gonna loot them, and then I'm gonna take too long looting them, and then I'm gonna be running in the blue, and it's gonna be awful, and then I'll die to the blue because as soon as I exit it, there'll be someone right in front of me to shoot me in the face. That's the most annoying thing in this game, is running forever and then dying as soon as you get to the edge.
It's as people in the 90s said, writing a check your butt can't cash.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's taking that fight when you just really shouldn't, but you want to, but you shouldn't. And then you try to like argue with yourself and tell the team like, oh, I didn't want them to be behind us, so I stayed behind to shoot them. And like, yeah, you're probably right, but at the same time, you got us all killed because they had 4 people all aimed at you. And you screamed at your teammate to pick you up when everyone's trying to run away from the situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably my frustration right there.
These are great questions this week.
These are. Yeah.
This is fun. I like this game.
I like this game a lot.
What time is it now, though?
Game time?
It's time to make
that time.
a hotline bling. It can only mean one thing.
You have new messages.
Finally back to work, making awesome ass pizzas. Haven't been posting too much on the food blog, but I'll be getting back to that now that I went to doctor yesterday, so no more crutches, no more knee brace. Now I can be a lot more active in the back of the house. All right, well, thanks, guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Why don't you love me? I'll take my answer off the air.
Received 3:35 p.m. on Friday, the 19th of October.
Hi Chris, it's Phil at CK Supermarkets. I'd like to place an order for a pallet of just like about 1 kilo, price marked. You could get it for Tuesday/Wednesday. That would be great. Thanks very much. Bye.
Hey guys, Andrew here. Just wanted to thank everybody for coming out to this amazing community night, and I look forward to the next one that we host. Hopefully it will be within the next month. I will give you at least 3 weeks notice for the next one. So thanks again. Have a good one. Hopefully I didn't already leave a voicemail. Yeah.